Hello, hi, how's it going? Today I'm going to be creating a little reading nook for myself, and today's video is being sponsored by Bloomsbury. This is going to be equal parts a reading vlog and the formation of my reading nook. I have this spot in my office that I've just been wanting to transform into a reading nook, but I've just been very lazy. I'm going to show you the space currently, but before I do, just know that it's a mess. It's a mess because I'm a mess, and my space reflects me as a human. I am a work in progress, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things. This is the before. As you can see, I just have stuff everywhere on it because I've fully neglected this space. It's one of those spaces where I've just been putting things that I don't know what to do with on it, which is why it looks like that currently. I kind of bought that bookshelf prematurely because I knew that I would end up needing space eventually, but I currently don't have enough books to fill up that bookshelf. I don't even want enough books to fill up that bookshelf because that would stress me out. I want to slowly but surely fill up that bookshelf. I already have a rug and a chair that I'm going to be using for that space. And I also made like a literal sketch as to what I want the bookshelf to look like because apparently I like to be Mr. Extra and go the extra mile. But I figured that if I sketch it out, I can manifest it better. You know? You feel? You get me? I'm gonna be going to the store today and picking up some bits and bobs because I just need some things to like, you know, help make the space pop, pop, pop. But before I head out, let's talk about what I'm currently reading. I started a book this morning and y'all don't even know, but I'm about to let you know that it's giving me life. I'm loving every bit of it. I want to keep reading it non-stop. And I was excited for this book. Like when I got it, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds dope. But then I started reading it and I blinked and I got to page 100 and I was like, okay, clearly this is a good book. Like, clearly I'm enjoying this. I had no idea that it would be an insta-love situation for me. Consider me shocked. Anyway, I guess I should like share what the book is. Today I started Golden Boys by Phil Stamper, and it's so freaking good so far. In this book, we are following 4 boys who are very good friends. They all relate in the fact that they're gay, they're focused on their studies, and they're just working hard to create grand futures for themselves. It's the summer before their senior year, and they're all taking jobs and internships in different areas, and will pretty much be separated all summer. Since I'm enjoying it so much, I'm going to be switching to the audiobook while I'm out and about shopping and also while I'm setting up my reading nook. I feel like the fact that I'm already 100 pages into it and it's only 10 in the morning says a lot because I'm not the fastest reader, but when I'm really enjoying a book, like it's not hard to read. The pages just fly on by. It's already wrapping itself around my heart and I know that I'm going to be falling in book love today. So expect a book gush with each update. It's shopping time. Let's go. I'm back from shopping. I got some goodies, some decor, some bits and bobs, a reading light. I was 100% gonna film myself shopping and do a little fancy dancy montage, but guess what? 1 million people were out today. Like 1 million people, like too many people. I was like, of course, so one day I leave my house. Everyone else decides to leave their house as well. So here's the 2 clips of myself that I got while shopping. I do love that fake flower aisle. It sure is fancy dancy. I just wish I had more confidence to film in front of strangers, but I was like,
hello anxiety.
I can't do this right now. I came home to an illumicrate box on my porch, which I am super heckin' excited about. But before I open this, let's do a bit of a reading update because I have read quite a bit. I was listening to the audiobook while out and about, and now I only have 2 hours left on it, so I am flying through this book, and that's on listening to it on 2 times speed. It's one of those audiobooks where like I can understand it in 2 times speed. I'm like really thoroughly enjoying the audiobook, by the way. Like I recommend checking out the audiobook. It's fantastic. There's little text conversations that happen throughout the book, and while they're happening on the audiobook, there's like sound effects, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But also just the voice actors in general did a fantastic job. Like they showed up and did their dang job. It's always a bummer when you listen to an audiobook and the audiobook narrator is just like super monotone, but like these voice actors just like really bring to life the personalities of each of the boys, and I so appreciate that. Anyway, regarding this book, y'all don't even understand. I am obsessed so far. Each character is just laid out so nicely and each of their voices is so distinct, which is very important to me when there's a book where we have multiple POVs. If there's no distinction, I don't want it. There are things about this friendship that are like setting up to cause conflict. Like I could see it early on. I was like, oh, that little situation right there is gonna cause some messiness, and I'm ready for it. It's also just really interesting seeing them be apart because it's a friend group that like has this very strong bond. They have solidified their friendship. They love hanging out together, but it's like one of the first real times when they're separated and they have to like kind of figure out life outside of that friendship, and it's just so interesting to see. It's fantastic so far. It's literally giving me life, and I can't wait to finish it today. I just love when you start a book and you already have good vibes surrounding it. Like that's all I ever want with every book ever, but obviously that can't happen, unfortunately. Let's do a little unboxing before I get to cleaning up the mess that is my office and making myself a little reading nook, which I'm super excited about. It's just like the mess part of it that I'm not excited about, but I'll be listening to my audiobook while I do it, so it's gonna be great. This is the January illumicrate box, and I've actually already been spoiled for the book that's in here, but that's because the author literally put it on their story and was just like, here's my book, it's in the illumicrate box, and this is what the book looks like, and I was like, honey. Spoiler alert. It's fine though because the book is gorgeous, so I'll let it slide. The theme of the box is royal secrets. I feel like this cheat sheet already gives you an idea as to what the book is going to be. Like, this looks like the US cover, but the book in here does not look like the US cover. I will say that. First up in here, I am seeing a puzzle, and it's for We Hunt the Flame. This is super cool. I love that illumicrate does this from time to time. They've done like Lord of the Rings before. They've done The Cruel Prince, and they're always excellent puzzles. And this will be nice to have on my bookish puzzle cubicle, on my bookshelf, in my office, in my reading nook. Yeah. Pro tip, pair a puzzle with an audiobook and you're set for greatness. Next up, I'm seeing these cozy socks. So cozy, so comfy. It's got like a tree with like a cat creature underneath it. I think that's a cat. It might not be a cat, but I think it's a cat. These are inspired by The Priory of the Orange Tree, a book I have been avoiding because it's massive, but I do like Samantha Shannon's writing. I loved The Bone Season. It's wintertime and my feet get cold easily, especially when I'm working at my desk. So these will come in handy, or come in feedy. Just ignore me, please. But also keep watching my video, please. Nobody watches them anymore. Sad. Next, I'm seeing this. Oh, that was a terrible tear. Terrible. Wow, my tearing skills are not it today. This is a You're a Survivor phone holder, and it's inspired by The Prison Healer. Okay. It says on it, You're a Survivor, and this is the design on it. Again, this is something that would be like really nice to have at my desk, honestly. Even though phones at the desk is a terrible idea because they are distractions. My biggest phone distraction lately has been Candy Crush. I know it's like such an old school game now, but I'm on my Candy Crush grind lately. Does anybody else still play it? Am I alone? Am I a loner? I literally love listening to audiobooks and playing it. Next, I'm seeing this, which looks to be like a necklace. Whoa, wait, actually this is so freaking cool. Here's a little close-up. As you can see, it like spins, which is really cool. The inside of it spins, and then it says on it, night and day rule from their two thrones. I wish I could use this to control the time of day, though that'd be a lot of power to hold. This comes from the book The Never Tilting World. Those are all the items this month, but it looks like this box came with 2 books this month, which is super exciting. So let's start with the first one. First up, we've got here The Ivory Key. I've definitely heard of this book. Here is an overlook at the cover. As you can see, we've got some nice blue foiled detail on the front, and then we've got the blue sprayed edges, which are really nice. The book is signed by the author, and it comes with a letter from the author, which is really nice. This is an Indian-inspired fantasy that follows 4 siblings who are working to find a new source of magic for their kingdom after their source has run out. I love the fact that it has a sibling aspect and the fact that it has a quest in it. I'm here for it. And then finally, the book that I was spoiled for. I say that like I'm mad. I'm not mad because it's beautiful. This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi. Look how freaking stunning this is. Let's get into the aesthetics. Let's do an overview here. Here's the cover in all its foiled goodness. Super shiny spine. Here is the back. More shininess. It's hypnotizing. And we've got these sprayed edges that match the cover itself. Here are the inside pages. It comes signed by the author herself, and it comes with this letter from the author that also doubles as an art print, which I think is really cool. Literally, illumicrate has been like completely outdoing themselves with their covers lately, and I don't say that lightly. Like, they have had some incredible covers in their boxes lately. Like, the cover for this book is already beautiful. This is the US cover, and they just completely took it and just made it their own. I love that they did their own cover design too, because I feel like it just makes it so much more special. Like, sure, it would have been cool to see them do an altered version of this cover, but I just feel like this is what makes this book so special, is because of how unique this design is. This story is about a long-lost heir who has been hiding in plain sight and working as a servant at this kingdom, and she is about to unveil her secret and completely uproot the kingdom. It sounds chaotic, it sounds messy, and I am very excited for it. I will leave more information on illumicrate down below in the description, and you can get a discount using my code Jesse. Now it's time to actually put together my reading nook, so let's get to it.
Feels like I've been gone on the lawn, and your hand-me-down car feels so far away. No way. All that I say, all that I
much later. It's dark outside, and my hair is making me look like a madman. But I finished my reading nook! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Did you look? Did you see it? I just realized I still have my AirPods in. Speaking of, I finished Golden Boys by Phil Stamper, and I'll give you more of my thoughts after I do a little reading nook tour. First up, we've got this massive beanbag chair that is super comfy and cozy and gives my booty lots of support, which is very important. Then I've got this rug that's white, which I know that I will end up regretting, but I don't regret it right now, so it's fine. Here is the top of my bookshelf. I've got my iconic globe. I found this little book stack thing at a thrift store, and you can like hide stuff in here, which is pretty fun. I've got my little bookshop print that I got from Redbubble, my Cruel Prince bookends from illumicrate that are holding my secret TBR for an upcoming video. I found this thing at a thrift store, and I'm not sure if it's actually for mugs, but I'm putting my mugs in there. These are some of my bookish mugs that I've gotten from illumicrate. Then we've got this amazing lamp that I found today, which I'm obsessed with, and you can plug a USB into it and charge your phone. I'm obviously charging my Kindle right now. First cubicle here, I've got my TBR situation happening, which I can... Whoa! Oh no, not this. Good thing this is not made out of glass, because that could have been bad. Anyway, I can get rid of Golden Boys because I have finished it, but I am working on The Awakening, which is book 1 in the Zodiac Academy, and it'll probably take me a while because it's pretty thick. And I've got XOXO by Axio. I've got this fox that I found today I just became obsessed with, and my book darts, which I prefer to use for tabbing. Next up right here, we've got my new editions of ACOTAR. I know I'm missing the novella, but I'll get it soon. This right here, I actually got the idea from TikTok. I made miniature books of some of the books that I've read so far this year and put them in this jar. Eventually I will make all the books that I've read so far this year and we'll fill up this jar. I just thought it was a really fun idea. I will leave a link down below to the TikTok. This is just something that I thought was really fun. This is not all the books that I've read so far this year. This is just a few. But making the little books is actually pretty time consuming, so I just made a few. And on the back of each of the miniature books, I put the date that I read that book. Next up here, we've got some of my illumicrate puzzles that I've gotten, and then again, that phone stand that I got earlier. This last section right here is my manga TBR. These are some of the mangas that I want to read soon, and then I've got my Domokon. Here we have my Nintendo Switch station with my games in the back, my Nintendo Switch up front, and then Mr. Tom Nook protecting all the things. This shelf is just full of pretty editions of books that I have, and I really like having them all together. This is my current Book of the Month TBR. These are books from the Book of the Month service that I want to prioritize in my reading life. Then over here, I just have a select few titles that I potentially might read for Koreadathon. I thought it would be nice to just have them together so that I can figure out my TBR for that. This is my Red Velvet Shrine, my favorite K-pop group. I've got one of my cameras and my laptop here. These are some of my writing journals. I've got a variety of things in them, from like plot ideas to character ideas, character names, worlds, all that fun stuff. Everything that comes with writing. Then I have this Eat, Sleep, Read mug, which also came from Redbubble, and some pins. Here we've got my Dead by Daylight shrine. This is a Dead by Daylight soundtrack on vinyl, which is amazing. And then this is a little light that my friend Darian got for me, which is really fun. I love it. Down here I've got some books that I bought recently that I haven't hauled yet. The next cube has this microphone in it, which I wonder what that could be for. This cube has a variety of those book sleeves to protect my books when I take them out with me into the public. This is one of my favorite ones. Again, I get a lot of these from illumicrate. Then on the final shelf, I have an Avatar shrine going here, which I just realized these are kind of upside down. That's gonna bother me. I'll fix it later. That's my reading nook. I hope you guys like it. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have a reading nook and what it's like. Even better, send me a picture on like Instagram or Twitter or something, because I want to see your reading nooks. I'm at Jesse the Reader on Instagram and Twitter. Finally, we have to talk about Golden Boys today because I read this all today and it was fantastic. For lack of a better word, this book is golden. Golden. I loved this book for several reasons. There's messy aspects to this friendship group. Some of the friendships do go deeper than a friendship, and that can make things really messy, specifically in a friendship group. So while that friendship group is kind of complex, on top of that, there are so many other complexities. We've got someone who is second guessing his decision to go to college, a character that second guesses their future and completely changes course, and a character that is put in a situation where they have to choose either what's comfortable or something new and fresh. And while at the heart of this book, it is a beautiful exploration of this friendship group, it's also an exploration of each of the characters finding themselves on their own outside of the friendship. And they'll always have that friendship to support them, but in this book we watch as they learn to find strength on their own. I loved it so much, and I highly recommend checking it out. Check it out pronto! Get to it! That's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed going along with me on the journey of creating this reading nook. And I'm super excited to get my little tush in that beanbag to read all day. day, every day, all night, every night. That's all I've got for you guys today. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments what you guys are currently reading, because I want to know, because I'm a nosy boy and I like to know things. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe, or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.